would not believe my story about cuckoos, but at the same time, I felt she secretly did. How they sneak their eggs into other bird nests and push out the real eggs. How the birds are dumb enough to feed babies not their own, twice their size. No bird would ever fuck over another bird like that, she said, handing me the syrup. Only people do that. Her fingers clutched the string of a giant balloon on which all the tragedies of the natural world were inscribed. At once I felt inside and outside of everything, the waffles, the kitchen clanging, the sweaty insect-riddled ancientness of the jungle. The tree cover there divided us from the stars. Glowworms lit our way to the river, where the man was waiting in the appointed canoe. We talked about it all, the absurdity of both hope and worry, how the world was falling apart. Then the man told us about piranhas. The moment one gets hooked, its peers eat it right off the fish line. The glowworm's pulsing light glinted off our faces. No one would make eye contact. I stared and stared at her soft cheeks until all I saw were long teeth through the skin. Maybe the birds would rather raise strangers than be alone in the night, I said. Reality show. Times. During the commercial break, everyone gets an aqua lung. The cross-country tour leaves from just outside the studio. We, the audience, will swim through underwater cities and view the hallways of former municipal buildings, exploring the rusted fragments of fire escapes and the blank hollows of city parks. Around the third hour, everyone will give up, unable to absorb yet another plaque about how global warming flooded New York and New Orleans. All these imaginary towns. Naturally, we all go home and watch TV. It will all be taped, of course. The giving up, the snacks, the contours of the couch. Even the snacks and couch have cameras. All the goings-on inside their secret realms. We'll watch ourselves, keep zooming in until all we see are shots of our toilet seat, spliced with the desperate visions our body parts have of their futures. In one, a barcode tattooed across your ass. In another, a heart pumping freely on the floor. Seeing it up close like that, we can't help but feel shabby. The faded towels, our cheap shampoo. Suddenly an inexplicable sense of sadness and doom. It is time to go shopping. It is time to curl up in the warm womb of something shiny. This is called How to Make Friends. It's in 5 parts, so I'll just pause a little between parts. A man ran through the city with a bread-making device, asking people to change. Some did and some did not. When he called the device a gun, a lot of people changed their minds. Evolution of the Soul did not show up for lunch and was 30 minutes late for my piano recital. She's that kind of friend. Smiles at every plan but backs out because of laundry or a sudden inner conflict. Bear attacks, tricky paperwork, the rules about love, all up to you. In the novel, I've started adding a new character every day. Lafcadio, Other, Anon, Samson Agonistes. The only way I keep things from spiraling out of control, 1, I kill someone off every week, and 2, I crush my dreams. Your smell was making promises it couldn't keep. Just as you left for the bathroom, your friend leaned in to tell me the legend of St. George and the Dragon. The invulnerable dragon, except for one spot under its left wing, it reveals only at the height of dinner parties. Everyone's always a little drunk and blurry on the details. 8 people trapped in an elevator are sharing life stories. Some think about their families, some think about past sexual encounters, but only one is truly prepared for the situation. Body? Check. Soul? Check. Gun? Check. At last, someone passes around the huge cluster of bananas in the corner. Everyone wanted one, but no one would say. This is called At Day's End. The accident was perfect. Her broken neck, clean sweep against the wheel, 5 kids en route to hospital, everyone properly shaken. Only the teacher who was supposed to die did. Oh, shaken. Yesterday I ran into an old lover. She wanted to avoid me, I could tell, but was so pregnant she couldn't avoid anything. The talking, all awkward pause and power play, sweaty hands and says God, walking off to light a cigarette, listen to Coltrane, and stare into the vast reaches of the universe. So this is called Otherwise. In a small cafe in M, someone is taking a break from his animal instincts. The ads on the door say, drink X, don't think about sex. And relax and enjoy X coffee, forget that you're the alpha. And he does, or wants to. Still, he brushes his penis while crossing his legs. A lamb walks by. It urinates on the sidewalk and strolls past the cafe into a second cafe next door, where it orders a vanilla latte with extra foam. Responsibly, though angry, the barista refuses. Extra foam is harmful to a lamb's lymphatic system and causes a kind of eye infection that never goes away. That lamb's been pulling this stuff for weeks. Its antics are the biggest news in M since the order rat emerged from the sewer last year to foist his colony's demands upon the mayor. But really, these things are happening all the time. Inside my heart right now, an orchestra of tiny organisms is playing a sonata. In my eyes, rabbits. In your eyes, a parade of dolphins. Sometimes we climb onto each other as if we couldn't do otherwise. So, like a lot of people, I have an office job during the day. I wrote this during my lunch break. A few questions. Elaine, is this our lunch hour? Is this our life? We are all the comfort you will find, the pond ducks say in their noble way. Everything beautiful has passed for the day. Coffee, lunch, coffee again. You asked about the healthcare plan. I ask how humanity can do this to itself. One of us will live to 75, the other a vacant mask. Both of us will stay on task. Okay, this is the last one. It's called the Museum of Smells. There is a museum of smells from around the world that is both real and only in your imagination. SUDA will be hosting an exhibit on commerce and transportation. The show will feature the mothball-riddled suits of a number of railroad tycoons, from back when railroads were the fashion. All the scents will be smartly labeled in mason jars, except number 33, which surrounds us all. The real museum displays a coffee can between each item so you can neutralize one smell before moving on to the next. You keep trying to include this feature in the imaginary museum, but the guards shove you from smell to smell until everything blends together in a whirl of olfactory chaos. The grass in your childhood lawn, the heat of West Africa, the breath of old men, and every woman you've ever touched, eggs. You can never isolate the scent you want or appreciate the one in front of you, the last always overlapping, and the next drifting always nearer. At night, you started wearing a gorilla mask to sleep. Lately, you have to put it on even before heading out to the movies or a show. The overpowering stench of rubber and the mask's tight fit make clear designations about which reality you let in/out. Anyone who really loves you will understand this. Thanks.